Dude, you know how crazy that sounds? Like, I'm gonna beat up my own child because I don't agree with whatever they've done, or. Well, I have something fun for us to, watch today. There was a lot of drama that happened recently. When I first saw this, I could not fucking believe my eyes. I don't know what type of vile being you have to be. So, we're gonna catch up on some drama. Luckily, this guy has taken away from all of the stuff that has happened. He has gotten out of the house and he's made it big. So happy for him. He deserves it all. Okay, I need to do my YouTube intro. Hello everyone, it's Lazy Seto. We're back. We're gonna be watching some drama on some stuff that happened recently over the past, I think, 3 or 4 days. It's I don't know how somebody or a mother can be so disrespectful of their own son's like private space or personal space, and how you would completely embarrass and just be so disgusting. We're gonna start off with that, but we're gonna go ahead and get into this and see how.
Don't let my whimsical Gary hat deceive you. I've got no quirky intro here. There's nothing silly about this. It's actually heartbreaking. So last night, a huge streamer named Stable Ronaldo did a 10,000 plus viewer raid to a streamer with one viewer.
If you don't know Stable Ronaldo, which a bunch of people do, he's a massive content creator that has really broken out and gone viral. He's been streaming for a super long time, but he's gained a lot of success from it. Personally, I think Stable Ronaldo is a very kind person. Whenever he can, he kind of supports the streamer community. So it's kind of cool to see him, branch out and definitely raid somebody in smaller viewership, which he does do sometimes. And I'll start losing viewers. He's never that type of person. He's always the person to branch out and help support smaller creators. So it's really changed his life around. These big opportunities that these bigger streamers give to smaller creators is so awesome.
Named Nitro Camden. He got extremely excited and happy, so he celebrated, which raised the decibel levels in his room to a point that his mother found unacceptable. So she marches in there on a warpath, starts like unplugging his shit, saying horrible, awful things to her son and saying like he needs to get out of her house, and then starts beating him on stream in front of everyone to see. And I mean legitimately beating him, throwing punches to his face. There's even a point where she's like on top of him, and
this is kind of like what I talked about, like personal space. How vile of a being do you have to be, especially a mother, to invade your son's personal space to the point you literally beat the crap out of them while there's 10,000 people watching? There are 10,000 people watching, which is a life-changing moment, and all you're going to do is beat your son. I don't see any reasonable response. I don't see any reasonable solution or diversion that you could possibly say to convince people that you were in the right of beating your own son on stream while 10,000 people were watching, which is a life-changing moment for him, and completely embarrass him, invade his personal space. Is that his mother wasn't even like fully asleep. Most mothers are very supportive. They're like, oh my God, my son's making it. He's been really working hard trying to become an entrepreneur, a content creator, a YouTuber. And then you decide to ruin that by coming into his room, yelling at him just because he got a little loud for a very special moment that was happening in his life, to beat him. Mind you, a lot of people cannot control the level of their voice when they're extremely... Exactly. First of all, he's 18, okay? He just graduated high school. He's still deciding on what he wants to do for the future, and he dabbled in content creation and really loves making content, really showing himself on stream in front of people and socializing with other people. So that is another big aspect of becoming a content creator. I just feel like this is kind of wrong. Like, you should not beat your child while he's in front of 10,000 people. And he's not only just playing a video game, but he's also socializing with the people who come into the stream. It's socializing, engaging with your audience, and a shit ton of oppressive. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like the biggest thing about content creation is that you're going to have people that come into your stream that are going to absolutely fucking smoke your ass. Like mean comments here and there. Like I've gotten some fair share as a VTuber. Like, why are you a VTuber? You're a fucking femboy. Why do you stream? Why do you have ears? Why do you have a tail? Why do you have a virtual character? Why do you not show yourself like personally online? Like, why don't you like become an IRL streamer? Probably, I just don't want to. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, yes, I'm a streamer. You know, I shouldn't be told how to do my stream, but at the end of the day, it's like the simple fact of me not wanting to become an IRL streamer or stream myself or with a camera is because I just don't want to. I'm a VTuber, a virtual streamer, and I just like being a virtual streamer. There's no ins or buts about like in the future I'm not going to show who I am, but right now I love doing what I'm doing right now, and I want to stick to what I'm doing right now. So we're gonna get back to the video. I'm yapping a lot.
Punching him in the face from like the side, it's unhinged. And she was talking about how she's gonna call the police to have him kicked out of her house. If the police arrived, you'd be in handcuffs, you fucking moron, as you should be. Like, this is unbelievable behavior. She should be arrested 1000%.
Literally, I've never had this much people in here before, bro. I'm just trying to like, mama, I have 10,000 people. Why are you I have 10,000 people in here. I have 10,000 people in here. Why are you taking my stuff?
This right here, this is not mother behavior. You would be talking with your kid and be like, hey, I'm so happy for you. As a mother, you gotta be respectful. Your job is to teach your kid, not teach them a lesson, you know, physically, but to talk to them. You don't just walk in their room just because they're 18 years old, they're being a little loud, they're living with you and still trying to figure out what they want to do for their future. Instead, you go into their room while they're, you know, doing something they love and start unplugging all of their stuff. First of all, why? Why are you going into his room? Then again, I get it's your house, okay? And you're the mom, you're the parent, he's living in your house, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that is your kid. That is life-changing is going on in their room. And he's like, oh, mom, I'm making it big. I have 10,000 people in here. I got raided. This is my moment. This is life-changing for me. I get that you're trying to sleep and you're a little drowsy and you're just like, ugh, he's yelling in his room again. You talk. You communicate. This is where, as a parent, you communicate with your child and like, oh, hey, I get that you're having a life-changing moment right now, and I'm so proud of you, but you're being a little loud. I'm trying to get some sleep. I think this is what Cena said. Cena was like, there are some people out there that are fit to be a mother, but not fit to be a mom. That not fit to be a mother, but are fit to be a mom. Something like that. I don't get it. Here's the thing. It's so hard to communicate about this because like this is like crazy to me. Your son's really doing his best and he's doing a good job at what he loves and he's pursuing something that he loves, and you don't give him any time of the day. If you look in the background, I believe that's a clock right there and it's 9. It's 9 p.m. Your son just got raided by a big streamer. For you not to be able to get a decent amount of sleep is if you don't go to bed by like, let's say 11:30 or 12, or like you have to be up at the work. From my understanding, usually when I first got to school didn't start until like at least 7 or 8 o'clock. So even by 12, I get that teachers have to wake up early and get there early to set everything up. But like, cause supposedly his mom is an elementary teacher. First and foremost, I wouldn't want this person teaching my kids. But second, you would still be able to get the amount of sleep that you need to get. I don't expect your son, even if he was rated with a viewership of 10,000 people, that he's going to stay up past 12. He might. This is the point where you have to be a mother and you have to actually talk to your son of like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that this is happening to you, but you're being a little loud. I got work in the morning.
I'm not doing anything. I have 10,000 people in. Why are you in the camera? I have 10,000 people in here. They just raided me. Why are you taking my mama? Why are you taking my? Mama, stop. Why? Because I'm trying to stream. So you can call the police because I'm streaming. I have 10,000 people in here watching. I just got raided.
It's unthinkable. I don't know how someone can be so cruel, just a fucking demon like this, where her son is obviously extremely happy and reiterates to her numerous times there's 10,000 people watching. That is a life-changing moment that can turn into an entire career overnight. And not only does she not care, disregard it, but then becomes emboldened to then beat him in front of all of those people. Like, she's got a fucking stadium watching, so then she goes and abuses her son physically in front of all of them as part of, like, her talent show or something. I don't know if she's trying to submit, like, a tape for the UFC or something for a contract, but it's actually unfathomable. How can you as a parent not have any kind of, like, appreciation or joy or enthusiasm for your child who is now having a potentially life-changing moment happening right in front of your eyes? And she feels nothing but anger Like, she is angrier than fucking Kratos battling the gods here. And she's on a warpath now, like unplugging everything. She starts insulting him, telling him how he needs to get out, he's useless, this and that. She's a fucking evil, vile monster. She not only ruins the moment for him, turning what appears to be like an extremely happy moment in his life for something he's very passionate about with like streaming here, and now he's got like an audience all of a sudden. She not only goes in there and just stomps all over it, she then starts beating him.
Move!
Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this just makes my blood boil. He was being loud, but to hit him in the back of the fucking neck. The back of neck is where your spinal cord is, which is also which protects your nerves, that controls certain body parts. But to hit him in the back of the neck, which is, I would say, probably the most vulnerable place for somebody and the most damaging. Okay, first of all, that is your own son. And second of all, what if you hit him so hard that you pinched or, you know, hurt one of his nerves? It like damages his body. Here's the thing. For me, I actually cannot believe the perseverance that this guy had and the maturity to completely not fight back. He did not once argue. He did not fight back. He just let it happen. I have so much respect for this kid because he didn't fight back at all. He just let it happen. The maturity level is just insane to see. This kid, I believe, 100% believe that he deserves everything that he's earned right now. All the support that he's been given right now, he deserves it. Respect to this kid. Absolute 100% respect to this kid.
Go get your stuff. You gotta go. Go. Go get your stuff. Go get your clothes and stuff. Go. Go. And then go. I would hate to have to call the police on you. Go ahead and go. You're done. I'm not playing this game. It's almost midnight. Go. Out of my room. My house. Everything.
What disgusting behavior as a mother. Are you kidding me? I don't know what she's on. I don't know how many kids she's had, but she is 100% not fit to be a mother. This is distrusting to watch truly what in her head tells her this is how she should handle the situation. That's what I don't know. She has discluded communication, all communication, and instead of communicating to her child that he's being a little loud, she decides to walk in and give him a piece of her mind, not through her mouth, with physical abuse and contact. That is so disgusting.
This is all mine. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out of my house. You're not welcome anymore. Get out.
It's extremely hard to watch. This is a violent, disgusting freak that's not fit to be called a mother. This is just deplorable. And Camden is, you know, like boxing her out to stop her from just like tearing everything apart there. And I'm really glad he did because the stream stayed on, which means there is now evidence of these crimes, evidence of this abuse at the hands of his mom. What was an extremely joyful moment in her son's life and what should have been a really proud moment in hers, for some reason struck a chord deep inside of her tainted soul, and it became this source of misery for her, and she decided to take it all out on her son, and like saying how he needs to get out, he was too loud, it's almost midnight, you were too loud, get the fuck out of my house, you're useless.
Okay, like I said, I don't know what was going on. I really don't know the time. Okay, but from our understanding, it was around 9 p.m. And the fact that she says it was midnight is a bunch of fucking bullshit. I don't know how much he knows, but by viewing the video of what was going on, it was 9. It was 9 p.m. at night. It was not midnight. It was not even close to midnight. We were about maybe 4 or 3 hours away from midnight. And she still beat the crap out of her son. It's fuck, dude.
Starts beating him, threatening to call the police to get him out, and the whole time you can see like he's not fighting back or anything. It feels like this is probably something that's happened before. She seems extremely comfortable, not shy at all about beating her son in front of 10,000 people, by the way. So I guess this is just routine for her. She thinks it's normal or acceptable. It's not. This is inexcusable behavior here. And she should be arrested 1000%. It is so sad to see.
Well, be prepared for the police to come put you out there. So you don't think your stupid ass have to get out. You're 18, dummy. You don't have to live in my house.
The fact that she thinks pulling out, you're 18, you shouldn't be in my house. As a parent, it is your job to provide your kid with a place to stay once they figure out what they want to do and they are on their feet. Okay, here's the thing. You're allowed to start working legally when you're 16 years old, okay? Yes, as a 15-year-old, you can earn money here and there, but you can't really start doing tax stuff until like maybe 16, 18 years old. Here's the fact, okay? I'm a small content creator. I'm trying to pursue this field too, which, you know, it is tough. I mean, you know, in your first few years, it's going to be super hard, but this guy, he received so much support, much love. He deserves it. I believe what's going on right now for him is absolutely amazing, and it really shows how people can band together as a community and really support somebody who's going through a tough time, which is another reason why I love content creation so much. I'm really freaking happy for this kid and all the support he's gotten from this whole situation. I'm not happy about the whole drama that went on between him and his mother, and the fact that his mother couldn't be happy for him, but the fact that even after everything that's gone on between him and his mother, he's received a lot of support, and it's amazing. It is so cool to see.
Great, but I'm letting you know because you're getting out. When I wake up, you get your ass up and you're getting out.
Now she's posted up in his seat on his stream in front of 10,000 people after beating him in front of them and just treating it like it's her show now, like it's her podcast. What the fuck?
You're not gonna keep blatantly disrespecting me. I told you to lay down.
See, like, even watching through this entire video right now, like the weight on my heart right now is like super heavy. This is genuinely so hard to actually watch.
This is what you do every other time. You try to act like you don't break rules, but you do this every other time. I walk past the room and I'm like, why is the light still on? I'm exercising. Well, you should have been did that. It's bedtime. Lay your ass down.
So she wasn't even like asleep or anything and got woken up and, you know, like groggy and a little frustrated being woken up late at night because maybe she's got work early in the morning. Not that any of that would even be excusable in any capacity whatsoever. But there's not even like a morsel of sense for why she'd be upset that he was making some noise when she's not asleep. He's 18 years old and it's not even midnight. So it's not like, you know, extraordinarily late where, you know, it's just so fucking late and you've ruined the peace and serenity and the tranquility of this household, this sacred house. Like, this is just so unhinged to me because there's even less explanation for why she's so upset in the first place. So she heard a little bit of noise from his room and the lights were on. He explains to her why there was a little bit of noise because he's just been raided. He has 10,000 viewers there. Again, a potentially life-changing moment. And she goes in there and just starts beating him up for it. And she has the gall to talk about him breaking rules for justification on why she did what she did. Well, how about laws? You fucking idiot. You broke some of those, you know. You should be arrested.
Well, we're gonna see how much baby it is once I help you pack your shit because you're leaving in the morning. Alright, I told you to lay down so you don't have to lay down. Please do not. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Right there. The fact that he's pleading, please do not hit me, shows that this has happened more than once, which is basically what Moist Critical also covered, but this has definitely happened more than once. This means that this kid has been physically abused and verbally abused more than once, that most definitely throughout his childhood growing up. That is absolutely disgusting.
Lay down. No, lay down. Lay down. All I said was, you're not going to keep blatantly disrespecting me. and think you stand in
What
this
does she
house.
even do?
You bring absolutely no value to
Blatantly disrespecting. You are not going to blatantly disrespect me. I don't know how he's blatantly disrespecting you when he's literally being more mature than you and not arguing. So the fact that you're saying that he's blatantly disrespecting you by not arguing and folding his clothes, and he got a little freaking loud just because he got rated with 10,000 viewers by a very big streamer. He never once blatantly disrespected you. First of all, you never even fucking communicated to him. You never even said, oh, hey, son, I'm so happy that this is going on for you, but can you be a little bit quieter? You never once said that. You never broke the peace. You just fucking started beating him.
this house. You barely clean up this room. You only take out the trash when I say that it needs to be taken out.
And the fact that she said she barely cleans his room, I'm looking at a pretty decently cleaned room right now.
You don't do anything. Literally not. So lay down. It's still better.
Now she's preaching about how he brings no value to the house. What the fuck do you bring to the house besides an aggressive upbringing and knuckle sandwiches where you beat your children? You psycho? She keeps instructing him to lay down as he's like pleading with her to not hit him. Which again tells me that this happens pretty often. This was not some like isolated incident. It sounds like that's probably how she just conducts business as usual, which is completely unacceptable. And she just keeps saying, lay down, treat him like a fucking dog. And if I'm being honest, she's extremely lucky her son is more mature than she is and has enough restraint and self-control to not just start exchanging blows with her. Because if he did fight back, boy howdy, I tell you what, his mother would not be feeling so confident. Because as she was like crawling all over him, ripping things off of his desk and punching him, she was visibly winded. Like that took a toll on her immediately. Her cardio peters out after like 10 seconds of activity. So I don't know what exercise she's doing there, but she needs a new program because that shit ain't working at all. So she is very lucky that her son is just a good person who's not going to just be fighting his mom. But meanwhile, she's a nightmare who has no problems just clobbering her son, taking advantage of his good nature.
You should have did that hours ago. You've been at home all fucking day. Instead of playing video games. Like a fucking 40-year-old virgin in his mom's basement.
How delusional can you be? Not only is her violence sickening, but her stupidity is as well. To be calling your son, comparing him to a 40-year-old virgin playing video games in his mom's basement. Because he played video games and got a 10,000 viewer raid. So that's 10,000 people that came to his stream, which could be a life-changing career opportunity. And she's comparing these two things somehow, like he's just some kind of like, you know, loser in the dark, you know, never going to amount to anything. Even though he is telling her numerous times like how big of a deal this is, that there are 10,000 people watching him. And this is a very, very lucrative possible career now on his lap, and she's just belittling it, insulting him for it. She's so dumb. She is so fucking dumb. So she's a criminal, and she is an extremely stupid one too. Like, what the fuck? It's unbelievable to me. I truly hope that Nitro Camden blows up from this and gets like an actual career and can leave his mother in the past. Just leave her in the dirt. Never talk to her again. She doesn't deserve communication with him. This is unacceptable behavior across the board from her, and I really hope, I mean, this has become a huge story, so I really hope there's a lot of support and a lot of people rallying behind Nitro Camden, and I just wish him the best, and I am so sorry to see what he has to put up with his mother here. Anyway, I hope she gets arrested, I hope she goes to jail, and I hope that he has a very prosperous career as a streamer, if that's what he chooses to do, or whatever path he wants to walk. I'm just wishing him the best, man. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yeah.
So yeah, that is a little bit of drama we were going to catch up on in the past few days. So that happened. Very disgusting. First of all, can't believe any mother would do that to her child, even though it's a lot more common than any of us actually think. The thing is though, is it's fucked up. The fact is though, is as a mother, your job is to communicate to your children and teach them. So helping them and providing them a roof over their head while they're still trying to figure out what they're going to do in the future. I'm happy that he is receiving all the support possibly can. He's been growing by the day. He's been getting a lot of support. I mean, if you come across my YouTube video today, please go support this guy. He's amazing. He's a good freaking person. He's an absolute amazing person. Respect to him for his maturity and stuff like that. He's very energetic. He's a very fun person to watch. I watched a few of his streams after this whole drama happened, and he's a very high energetic, amazing person. So I think he deserves all the love. And this will be the end of my video. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. I'll be back for later for another stream. But yeah, catch you guys later.